Hi all, Plantside Agent here. Today we're going to take a look at a titanium alcohol stove. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. I recently picked this stove up on AliExpress. I saw a video by Paleo Hiker MD. He took a look at it and I was kind of intrigued by it, and it wasn't very expensive, so I'd add it to my stove collection. But one thing about this, when I ordered it, you might, if you do go out looking for it, kind of look real close to see, because I think some of them, they'll show the snuffer with the stove, but sometimes it's just the snuffer that they're selling, and sometimes it's just a stove without the snuffer, so you have to get them separately. I did, as a matter of fact. I had to buy each of these separately. But still, I think the whole thing's run around 20 bucks, and it is titanium, which is pretty nice. This particular model or brand, I think the one that Paleo did, it was Tom Shoe was the brand, and I've seen that advertised. And also then this brand is TI or TF Artisan is the branding of this one. So like a lot of these things that come out of China, they got probably one manufacturer and they just get branded or labeled for different companies. So, but to look inside, it does well. Look inside real quick. You can see that it's a double wall burner, and then it's got jets all around the stove. I'll try to go a little bit slower on showing the features in the past. And it does fold down without the snuffer lid. These will fold down fairly small, and then the legs also fold down to a relatively compact size. It comes with a little nylon stuff sack for it. I guess if you're going to carry it with you, both of them, you could probably either set this on top, which would make it a little bit more compact, or like I think I had it originally, here, is just put the snuffer in there and then just fold it down that way. So it makes it a little bit taller, but not that much. Weight wise, it's pretty light. It weighs 2.6 ounces, which is a nice lightweight little stove. But of course, if you're looking for ultralight, that's not your ticket for alcohol, is going to be your classic Fancy Feast stove. This thing weighs 0.3 or excuse me, 0.4 of an ounce. So that's pretty darn light, almost non-existent weight wise. But the stove, that's the 2.6 is with the snuffer. The snuffer alone is 0.3 if you're really worried about that much weight. Not much else to say about it, except let's do a broil test to see what its performance is like. So I'm going to go ahead and set up for that, and I'll get right back to you. Well, let's get started on the boil test. I have 16 ounces, 2 cups of 56-degree water, and I put an ounce of the yellow heat alcohol in the stove. So I'll go ahead and light this off. There we go, and as you probably know, it's hard to see alcohol burn. So let's go ahead and I'm not going to worry about it coming to a bloom because the pot stand's high enough off of the burners that it will let it. Now it's actually starting to bloom right now, so good shape. Let's turn this on and get this started. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off and then show you what the burn pattern looks like. There you go. Pretty vigorous burn going on in there. I don't know if you can see the jets that well. There you go. You can see little jets coming out of the side. While we're waiting for the water to come to a boil, I would recommend getting a snuffer or making a snuffer out of something. I don't know what would fit. Some kind of a tin can lid or something might fit. When I first got this, I just put some fuel in it and just light off to see what it looked like. I didn't do a boil test, so this boil test will be new for me. But anyway, I tried to blow it out. Not a good idea. When you try to blow that out with your breath, it has a tendency to want to slop some of that alcohol out that's still in the bottom of the pan, depending on the cup, depending on how much you put in it. So I wouldn't recommend that. You could cause a lot of havoc. And I gave it a good sharp breath, and it had no intentions of burning out, to blowing out. So anyway, get yourself some kind of a snuffer for this to be on the safe side. Okay, getting close. 209, 535. I can hear the water starting to bounce inside. Oh yes, it's boiling in there. We're 211, 212 seems like a boil. It's rolling boil in there right now. So I don't know if this, there it goes. We'll say 550. So I'm not going to snuff it out right now because I want to see how long 1 ounce of fuel will burn in this stove. So we'll just go ahead and let it finish running out, and I'll get back to you when that happens. Bang, it's done. 634. Really don't get that much of a warning, but yeah, it went to 634. It just went poof out. No lingering like some stoves do. I know, like the Fancy Feast kind, they'll slowly wean out. The flame will get smaller and just barely go. But this guy, he's just like somebody hit a switch and it was done. Okay, to summarize, I think it's a great little stove, and for the price, it's titanium, light, works. I like the pot stands are nice. They're pretty wide. They'll cover a wide variety of pots. Like here's a pretty small cup, and you wouldn't have any trouble putting that on there. And the titanium seems kind of sticky, which is good. Doesn't want to roll around, so that part's good. I do kind of like the legs. It gives you a lot more stability. So you don't have to worry about so much of it tipping over. Big, nice, wide tripod. So that a lot of times that's a problem with these small stoves. So I think it's stable. It's 550. Well, I'll go back. It's with 56-degree water, 16 ounces came to a boil in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. That's very respectable. And it went for about another, not quite a minute on fuel. So that's probably more than enough for a 2-cup meal. And of course, it will hold a lot more. I mean, the 1 ounce only came up to about here. Bring it up here. It's about here. I think the level on the 1 ounce. So you could probably fill it halfway up and get a long burn time if you had more water, melting snow, or something like that. So be up to you to play around with it. See, the snuffer fits in there very nicely, so I'd recommend with the snuffer. And let's see, what else can we say about it? Oh, it was, like I said, not part of the summary. 2.6 ounces for the whole thing, the snuffer, and that also includes the stuff sack. What I do with it, it's over here, which weighs nothing. So, but it's a nice little stove. I'm real happy with it. Anyway, that's I think all I can say about this little guy today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.